gentlemen, we are just too sweet.
Welcome to Attention Wrestling Disorder, episode 38, apparently. But could be wrong.
Seems like more, but you don't know.
I don't know. But I am RJ Show, the whole show, nothing but the whole damn show. And also, who do we have today?
We got the Chucky Hashi, who's not Chucky Hashi, who is back on his Bullet Club game, but we'll touch on that in a little bit. And we also have another guest commentator in the house.
The Hot Rod 521, the now back-to-back and six-time ELW Fantasy Champion.
And no one cares. This is why we're retiring.
Down, you hater.
Two.
Oh my gosh, that's a degenerate.
He's back to his Ian Rick and Nobody antics.
Oh my god. Happy wrestling, everybody.
Great. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you in Attention Wrestling Disorder Land, AWD.
Oh my god.
We got nobody. Where they all at here too? Ugh, God.
I think you should do the whole episode with that on.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately,
do a whole episode with that.
I can't hear. I cannot hear with those headphones. I kind of look like Dax Shepard with hair right now. Not Dax Shepard. What's his name? Dax Hardwood. Excuse me. Dax Hardwood with hair.
Hardwood. No D. He's not Dax a hardwood.
I look like Dax Hardwood with hair.
You know what I got to say? I noticed something. It looks like we all got fresh cuts right now. So congratulations, gentlemen, on keeping well groomed and trimmed.
Yeah.
Trimmed and groomed. But also, I have to point out something. Rod, what is that debauchery on your shirt?
Yeah, it's the team that's not one team away from being eliminated. Thank you.
I did forget something.
Fuck the Rangers.
The only person in the world who still watches Main Event.
Rod. He is.
Hot Rod.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure I'm the only person. And you know, Main Event was good this week. So was Level Up, actually, while we were on that subject.
Boring.
Hold on. Do you know who's now in NXT? He's
Noam Dar.
Carla
Frederick, yeah, Eddie Thorpe.
Andy Thorpe, yes. Who is the other guy then who's been wrestling in NXT?
Carl Fredericks officially debuted on NXT. I haven't been watching. He officially debuted.
Yeah, he beat Miles Bourne in his debut, I believe.
When was this, on Tuesday?
Yeah, but he lost to Dexter. He lost to Dexter Lumis on Main Event though.
Oh, did he? I gotta watch that because you know me, New Japan, Mark.
Well, only you know that though. Only you know. Only you know that.
Nobody watches Main Event.
Thank you. By the way, I want to start off by asking you a question. What the hell are you talking about with this new AEW show with the? Who would let the Abomination?
It's going to be on Saturday. It's supposed to be called AEW Collision.
Where did you hear about this? Because I didn't hear them talk about
it. It's been all over. It's been like all over the main like freaking wrestling sites.
I hope it's a lie.
Damn it! I wore the wrong wrestling shirt today.
I went wrestling show back on Saturday night. Excuse me again.
I mean, based on who you said is going to be back, I do.
No, he can stay going, but it's whatever at this point.
No one wants
that cancer can stay going for all I care.
No one wants the guy who almost destroyed AEW back on TV.
I agree. That cancer can stay going for all I care.
I wore the wrong shirt.
Away.
I'm leaving this up the entire video.
CM, stay away. Oh,
look, Chuck's holding the cancer.
Damn you.
Because he's not the cancer, he's the goat.
Oh, no, he's a cancer.
He's the garbage.
I wore the wrong shirt. I wish I would have known this was going this way. I would have worn a Punk shirt over a Bullet Club shirt because Punk is the man.
The garbage of all time.
Very much disagree.
The garbage of all time.
The cancer of all time.
The what of all time?
He's not a coat, Rod. Stop that.
The cancer of all time.
He's not the
Garbage
coach,
worker.
you nut.
Oh yeah, he is.
I'm gonna leave this up for a while.
Yeah,
Carry on, guys.
out of here.
Okay, guys, let's carry
People
on.
forget that it's not 2012 anymore.
The name of his move should be the GAW instead of the GTS or GTFA. Go the fuck away.
I agree with that. He could, and I wouldn't shed a tear.
GT
wait.
FOH.
Way.
GTFOH. And no, I'm gonna keep this up for a while because this is what.
Degenerate.
Nah, this is because he's the GOAT.
Nah, he's a cancer.
Because he's a garbage. Anyway.
Well, you got Chris Jericho and
AEW.
freaking Seth Rollins calling you a cancer. That says a lot right there.
Speaking of AEW, what a hell of a match on Rampage last night. The main event with what's the Dragon guy?
Dralistico
versus
I actually didn't watch it. You guys can talk about it. You don't have to spoil it for me. You guys can carry on.
That was a hell of a match.
Dralistico versus the mega champion.
Yeah, El Hijo de Viquino.
Him. Right. Yeah.
I like that guy a lot.
Half asleep here.
No, I like him a lot. He's good, the Viking guy. I also like.
Speaking of luchadors, it's good to see that Commander got signed by AEW.
Yeah, he's really good. I like him a lot.
You know, I kept thinking, you know who Commander is? Commander who I think it is, or does he just look like him?
Who's that?
Let me guess, you about to say Kalisto or something?
Yes.
It's not Kalisto.
Nah, he looks like him, but he's not.
He looks like it's not him.
He looks just
it's
like
him.
You know, while we're on the subject of luchadors, you know who I'm happy to see back after his unfortunate accident? Laredo Kid.
Where is he?
Laredo Kid.
He's in Impact.
Oh, the show no one watches except for you.
Yeah, pipe down, you hater.
I still watch it.
Oh, because you're misguided like him. It's okay.
Yeah, I know you ain't talking.
No, because I live in a world that wants to see Steve Macklin with a heavyweight title. Sorry.
You know,
I have no problem with Steve Macklin being the Impact champion.
Had Kushida won, it wouldn't have been the worst thing either.
The worst thing in Impact is the fact that the jobber of the women's division actually won a match.
Jesus Christ, here we go.
No one wants to see Alicia Edwards wrestle. Or Alicia, whatever the hell her name is.
You know what? I've decided in this moment right now, Alicia Edwards is my new favorite Impact superstar.
Oh, of course she is.
Etch it in stone. Just mark it down.
Oh,
I'm now the biggest Alicia Edwards marks going.
Of
I'm
course.
going to get Alicia Edwards shirts, get hats. I'm going to get the whole thing going. Just for you. Next show.
Are you a Riho fan too?
Riho's great. I know what you're talking about.
Hey, I'm allowed to not like I'm allowed to not like certain wrestlers on TV, man.
We're all allowed to not like certain wrestlers on TV. You're just so sorry that Rio turned you down for a date.
I beginning to believe that's actually true now.
You know, yeah, she's heel. I get what they're doing, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
I'm gonna take that Ranger shirt and burn it in the grill.
Pipe down. Maybe you be asking your boys why they're down 3-1 right now. That's what you need to be doing.
I'm worried. It sucks. I'm pissed. I'm very angry about today's game. But Tuesday will be better.
You got a lot to talk about. You got like more Bullet Clubs scattered throughout the wrestling world.
I'm curious to see where it's going too, because I can't tell what they're doing with it yet. Like, I feel like what they're probably going to do is a Forbidden Door. They're probably going to have Bullet Club Gold versus regular Bullet Club, but I guess we'll see depending on how things pan out.
But they still have Ricky Starks in an angle.
But what surprised me the most was I did not see that coming about Clark Connors joining Bullet Club.
I was awesome. What? Yeah, Clark Connors joined Bullet Club.
Yeah, at the New Japan show that happened last weekend.
Yeah, the one last weekend he joined.
Good for him.
He did a full heel turn, and then after the match, after David Finley's match, he brought him out, and then he gave him the Bullet shirt, and he joined Bullet Club.
Because David Finley apparently wants killers and savages, not cool people who can sell T-shirts. Apparently,
Hey,
Is that
why
what he
not?
said? Who
Yo,
who
dude.
did he turn on?
Who's in
he
that
beat up
match?
his friend at DKC.
Yeah, DKC in that group. It was a big tag. What match was that? I feel like I'm in such a fog of wrestling this week.
Yeah, it was Kushida was in that match.
Was he? Yeah, he was. You're right. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
it was Kushida, Speedball, Kevin Knight against the Chaos faction, pretty much.
Is DKC still a lion?
No, they graduated.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, I think technically they all did.
I know Kevin Knight graduated.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Kushida are going after the IWGP Junior Tag Titles.
And
The Jet
what's his name
Setters, as they
is
call
an
themselves.
excursion on Impact? Is he signed to Impact?
Oh no, he's still on excursion.
I can never remember his name. I only call him Angry Lion.
You more.
And he's still losing.
In Impact, yeah.
He's still losing.
Well, he sucks. Fuck him.
Like, hey, we're gonna let you do what you used to do because he lost a lot of matches as a Lion, dude.
Tons of them.
I never liked him. I just thought he was a guy who always looked angry.
Damn, but how about Aussie Open though? Being both the IWGP and New Japan Strong
I love it. I love it. It's great. I love Aussie. By the way, going back to that match, you were right, Rod. It was the 10-man tag, and he turned on DKC and Rocky Romero after. And then the next match, David Finley beat AR Fox. Then Clark Connors came out and joined Bullet Club. That's what it was.
Wait, AR Fox is also wrestling in Japan?
Yeah, he was there at that
He wrestled David Finley and he lost.
That bundle show that they had last weekend.
Capital
Collision and Collision in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things, I got to catch up on with New Japan. Who's in the Bullet? Like, how many Bullet Clubs are there right now?
Technically, it's just regular Bullet Club and Bullet Club Gold, but they're kind of considering them one Bullet Club.
Well, who's in House of Torture still a thing?
Yeah, they're still in Bullet Club. That's still Bullet Club.
So who's why do they? Here's my thing. What's his name has been the Bullet Club for a while, even though.
So basically, the Bullet Club Gold is only just right now Jay Wyatt and Juice Robinson.
I understand that, but why is David Finley the leader of Bullet Club and not Evil? Because Evil has been around a little bit longer, even though.
I guess because Evil's the leader of House of Torture.
Yeah, I think they're gonna. What I think they're gonna do eventually is you're gonna have like a 3-way feud between the three to be like, oh, who's the real Bullet Club, and then they'll somehow work the Elite into it, and it'll be stupid because they're still like not in the Bullet Club, but they still do the Bullet Club thing with the Elite.
They're not though.
I know they're baby faces. The rest of them are heels.
The Bullet Club has nothing, and the Elite have nothing to do with each other.
Now they don't.
The fact
now they don't, except they're once in it. Right, they're once in it,
but they're so far-fetched from Bullet Club right now. Like,
no, I can agree with that. And
as sad to say it, Bullet Club really is. I mean, because of what it's still it's NWO with another name.
It's been that since it started.
I know that, but Bullet Club to me is still that. Like, even though it's
gonna be that.
Even though it's spread, even though it's popular.
Right.
And also, I feel like Bullet Club, like NWO, ran longer than it should.
It's stale. I agree. It's stale at this point. It's. I still like it, but it's stale. But same with with a lot of the factions in New Japan are stale right now. Most of Gobernable is only somewhat interesting again because Sonata turned on and went to just 5 guys.
Right. True.
That's my new favorite faction.
He's now the IWGP World Champion now.
Finally, I'm so happy. He deserved it.
Wait, who's the IWGP World Champion?
Sonata. He beat
Sonata.
Finally, has he ever been champion before?
Not Sonata. No. In LIJ, he would have never been champion, but as part of just 5 guys, they're finally getting the push.
So who's in just 5 guys? You have Michinoku.
Sonata, Taka Michinoku,
Right.
Yoshinobu Kimura, who's about to go up against Hiromu Takahashi for the IWGP
Yep.
Remind me
Heavyweight Championship.
who that is.
The guy with the
You
kill
got
bottom.
Taishi
Okay.
and Sonata.
Dookie. And Dookie.
Oh, yeah, Doki, yes. Doki.
Dookie.
yeah.
Dookie. I'm calling him Dookie.
I call him Dookie too. Dookie!
What's his name? Not right.
What's that smell?
Oh, Despy, no. Despy's team, he's in the 6-man tag.
He's in strong style with Minoru Suzuki and Ren Narita.
Yeah, with Ren
But there's another. Oh man, my brain is mush right now.
Zack Sabre Jr., he's gone. He's doing TMDK.
He's in, yeah.
TMDK.
And
but
Robbie
I'm not
Eagles has
talking
recently
about him.
joined them too.
I'm talking about a guy who is what is wrong with me today?
You're as
Who
fried
did
as I am.
Sonata beat? Who did Sonata beat?
Okada.
Okada. This is the other guy who's as
Tanahashi.
Naito. Thank you.
Naito
He's
is
still the leader of LIJ.
Yeah, he's still Los Ingobernables.
And now you know that confuses me too, right?
Yep.
Because what's the name of the faction in AEW?
La Facción Ingobernables.
La Facción de Ingobernable. Well, it's based off of the original Los Ingobernables faction, which is Los Ingobernables de Japón is based off of.
Right.
Basically, you can say, all right, so just go by the initials then. LFI, LIJ. There you go.
Okay, yeah.
That's probably the best way to do it. That's how I do it.
I
Yeah,
heard that what's his name supposed to go back. I heard a rumor that, it's a rumor that what's his name's going back to AEW. Something about him not being comfortable with Vince being in creative at WWE. What's his face?
Andrade.
Thank you. Yes.
El Idolo.
Yes.
I hope he gets back
Well,
soon.
it's not like anybody's going to WWE right now anyway. They got a hiring freeze going on right now. So,
because Vince is back in charge and it's bullshit. We all know it's bullshit.
Because we already know what's about to happen. This draft's going to happen, and then the releases are coming right afterwards.
Yep. You know what would be great back in WWE?
You think he would go back there with Vince running things? You think he would go back there with Vince running things? Yeah, right. Even
you have a better chance of going back with Vince running it than Triple H running it.
Yeah, nah.
It's like TikTok, pal. You're out again. So that's one who's probably gonna, with Vince running things,
You're gonna. Apparently, there's a rumor that all the Triple H inspired talent brought back, they're all terrified for their jobs because
exactly. And they got every right to be.
It's because Vince is old enough.
Because apparently Vince was going to bring in Jay White, Nick Aldis, and Brian Cage until Vince came in with this hiring freeze, and that's why Cage resigned with AEW. Jay White went to AEW, and Nick Aldis went to Impact.
I was gonna say, that I thought Brian Cage was leaving, and yet he's still the
he resigned.
Yeah. 5 years, he's going to wait for a while. He's probably going to retire in AEW.
Brian Cage is still young.
Also,
yeah, he's going to be like 40 this year.
What happened to Parker Boudreaux and the other guy? Are they injured? Is that why they're doing this collaboration?
They might be. I think so.
Between Swerve and
unfortunately, AEW, that's the worst part about AEW. They get hit hard by injury bugs. I mean, all companies get injured. I mean, unfortunately, for example, look at Impact. The former world and former Impact Knockouts champion had to give it their title due to injuries. But AEW gets hit the hardest.
I'm actually okay with it because now we have Steve Maclin with the title. So I'm fine
good with that. Not complaining. And also, my favorite Alicia Edwards won a match, and I can't be happier.
Oh my God, degenerate.
Hey, Alicia, I'm gonna make my panhandle on everything. Alicia Edwards Mark.
Alicia Edwards, dummy. It's Alicia, not Alicia.
Yeah, it's Alicia.
At least I know that much.
For a guy who doesn't watch Impact, I love Alicia Edwards. Edwards, whatever her name is, I don't care. She's my favorite wrestler because it annoys you, and that's what makes it great.
Oh my God.
That's like me.
I don't know, man. My brain is mush today because But it's a good thing I have Rod, because if I forget a name, Rod just belt it
We
out.
got you back. RJ, we got you back today. One of us
Yep.
will remember.
What? I mean, Ring of Honor's upsetting me because it's like all the AEW guys are like going
Call it
back.
what it is. AEW of Honor. Just call it what it is and call it a day. It's not
But you
Ring
know
of
what I
Honor.
love though?
Mm.
You know, Vince goes around telling all these people that, you know, Triple H is in charge of creative. And then we get Seth Rollins versus Omos at freaking Backlash. And Vince wants to try to convince people he's not in charge of creative at all.
He's not. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah,
Cody
because I'm
Rhodes
sure
versus
Triple H is
Brock
100% behind booking Omos and Seth Rollins.
So what you're saying is Cody's going to be back at AEW in a month? What?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe not in the. Well, I mean, he's got a good relationship with Vince, so.
There's a lot of good things going on. I mean, as far as AEW goes right now, I mean, you got the issues like with what the hell is Ring of Honor as far as its identity. That's an issue to
You know,
me.
it's being booked good. Like, whoever's doing the Ring of Honor booking, I applaud them. They're doing a good job down there.
Okay, but then leave them as Ring of Honor wrestlers. Do not involve them in any AEW. Make it separate.
Like I said, maybe they will once, you know, like this brand split that's supposed to happens.
The Blackpool Combat Club, it's a great thing they're doing, but you know, two of their guys or actually one of their guys, excuse me, one of their guys is a Ring of Honor champion, not two, one because
the champion.
Huh?
The champion, actually, not just a champion, the champion.
Hey, Claudio is the man. Do not hate on Claudio. He is the man. I love the Blackpool Combat Club. I'm so happy that Moxley is finally a heel, and I'm actually intrigued by what he's doing. He's finally doing something kind of interesting again.
What he did with Christopher Daniels, I mean, hey, if it keeps CD relevant, that's good for me. But
hey, I will say this though. Big congratulations to Samoa Joe for like now officially eclipsing 1 year as the Ring of Honor World Television Champion.
Has it been a year?
Yeah, it's been a year already. Wow, that's crazy.
Ring of Honor has been on.
The concept has been around again for like a year. Yeah.
Really? Yeah, because he has been television champion since Khan bought it.
It's been over a year. It's been officially over a year now.
Good for him.
He's the longest reigning champion in Ring of Honor right now, by far.
I really think something's got to happen with Claudio's involvement because either he has to lose the title so that someone else can hold it in Ring of Honor, so that we have a Ring of Honor roster.
Personally, I really honestly thought Eddie was probably going to beat him for it, but then now that we know Eddie's going to be out for a while after having hernia surgery, yeah.
But he quit AEW, man. He's only in Ring because he quit AEW.
That's why I thought, you know, he was going to take the title, but he had hernia surgery, so.
I really just feel like the guys who haven't been wrestling a lot on AEW are the ones that are wrestling in Ring of Honor, but they still wrestle on AEW TV, and that's what bothers me.
Stupid. It makes no sense.
If the Kingdom AEW or Ring of Honor, make up your mind. I mean, it seems that Vincent is a Ring of Honor wrestler right now. Seems like, you know, they got, and what's Dalton Castle? No,
like he's on him. He wrestles on Dark and stuff.
Like once in a while, like.
Dalton Castle sucks. Keep him on Ring of Honor.
Pipe down, you hater.
Dalton Castle's terrible. I don't get it.
Dalton Castle, man, you're such a hater.
Get the guys that should be on Ring of Honor and keep it that way, and let AEW and Ring of Honor be two separate entities owned by the same person.
Oh, Roddy's gone. We'll get him back in a minute.
But you understand what I'm saying, though?
No, I agree with you. That's the problem. I agree.
That is a problem. That's a big problem.
Yeah.
I want to understand what Tony Khan is trying to do. You're building another brand.
I don't think Tony Khan knows what he's trying to do. That's the problem.
I think you're right. But you have, like, the Ring of Honor. Your officials are Ring of Honor. You got the
Bring this guy back to Ring of Honor, the Ring of Honor guy.
You got the idiot on commentary. Technically, I mean, Cole Cabana seems like he's staying over at Ring of Honor.
Which is good. I think he's one of the bookers over there. That's probably why he's doing so good over there with the booking. He's one
Maybe
of them.
Yuta, maybe everyone but Moxley should go to Ring of Honor then. As far as the Blackpool Combat Club, Moxley and I think that put Danielson in Ring of Honor.
They should do. Make it interesting again.
Bryan Danielson in Ring of Honor. I mean, fuck it. Just put the Blackpool Combat Club. But if you do that, I mean, you're over. Then you know what? LFI versus the Elite.
Good feud.
Also, if you do
LFI in Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor, yeah, okay. But the Ring of
Either
Honor
one.
tag team champions should not be wrestling in AEW anymore.
Again, I think I get you. Rod's hiding from us.
If you're on Ring of Honor TV, stay there. Have a Ring of Honor women's division, not an AEW crossover women's division. Keep that shit.
They don't have enough talent for that.
Build it.
I agree.
I mean,
the problem is they don't have it today.
Time.
There's plenty.
No, I agree with you, but they're not there yet.
That would love to wrestle in Ring of Honor and not just be there to lose matches.
It's not Ring of Honor anymore. It's Tony Khan's jaded vision of what he thinks Ring of Honor should be. And right now, I don't know how I feel yet.
But you know what I do like?
What do you like?
I do like a few things. I like that Adam Cole and Chris Jericho are finally working together.
I like that. That's good.
And that was a great way to make Cole and Baker faces by what just happened.
Yep.
Because now the crowd feels for them. Now you're sympathizing with them, watching Adam Cole watching his girlfriend being beaten by the Outcasts. And
you know what I do? Like, you know what I find funny?
What?
Everybody was hating on the fact that Jay White's first match was against Commander. Like, oh, why do you got like this pointless match, this like thrown together match? All these WWE marks, but then we get the announcement 2 days after that Seth Rollins is going to be his Omos because that match wasn't just thrown together.
Nope, not at all.
You could hear a cricket out of them then.
That's why I'm kind of just whatever right now.
Because I would so rather see Jay White and Commander have the killer message they had on Dynamite than see Rollins versus Omos because there's gonna be nothing killer about that match.
I mean, you know what? You finally have Valkyrie versus Jade Cargill. You have all these really good matches that are about to happen on Dynamite. You had some really good matches on Rampage. The only thing I always wonder now, it's like, okay, they keep changing up their formula where, okay, now they're doing promos first, then the wrestling, but it seems like you watch Rampage now, and they just keep it to the wrestling. So I like the matches they've been showing on AEW. They keep building good matches. And you're right, WWE, I don't know if they know what the hell they're doing at this point. Because they're
so who's back?
We have no proof that Vince McMahon is back. We have zero.
Oh, you're right. I'm so sure Triple H went in that meet and was like, "Oh, I got a great idea. We're gonna put Seth Rollins versus Omos for no reason."
I could see Triple H doing that match. I could see it.
Oh, absolutely. Because Vince would never do such a matchup.
Never.
Have you guys watched?
Of course not.
Have you guys seen Vince on TikTok?
Yes, I have.
Oh my god! Yeah, this is Vince. It's Vince from TikTok who's taking over.
Oh, Vince on TikTok is hilarious.
Yeah, it's great.
It's so funny.
And like the like ones that they do with Vince, like smoking, like Vince like hot tripping. and then this. Oh my god!
Oh, it's great. I love every second of it. It's fantastic. I think, you know what? I'm going to be devil's advocate. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm excited Vince is back. You know
Are
why?
you?
You'll be one of the
Am I a
you'll be one of the
face now?
few, but okay.
Am
What'd
I
you
a
say?
face? Am I a face?
No.
Are you? No, I feel like I'm a face because I feel like you're like this is like a Chucky heel turn. I really feel.
You know what? Vince McMahon is a brilliant businessman. He is a billionaire for a reason.
You are a heel.
And besides, it is a main event. It's Seth Rollins versus Omos.
Oh yeah, because that's what the people want to see.
Hey, that's what I want to see. I'm a huge one for Omos.
No,
I'm
here's
sure
what's
you
going
are too.
to happen. Yeah, that's so cute. Piper Nivens, yeah, your dewdrop again.
I can see it happening.
Yeah,
It's
well,
happening.
you're back to being Drewdrop.
Dewdrop.
Drewdrop.
Yeah, we'll
I
see
feel
what
like
happens.
Karrion Kross, he's getting his promos, but he's not elevated. I mean, neither is LA Knight. There's a lot of wrestlers where you're just like, okay, they have
You're
the
scratching your head because why are they not getting pushed hard? No, I agree. I'm only messing with you guys about that now.
I know. What Bronson Reed, Jonah, he's getting they're building him.
I
a
hope
bit.
they keep it though. But the thing is, I hope they keep that going.
Yeah, that's the problem though. Them keeping it going.
Because I wonder what. I mean, I'm hearing rumors about the massive roster cuts or the massive cuts. I hear it's not just going to be for superstars. It could be across the board, but I'm hoping it's not too many superstars. They have a lot of good talent right now, and I hope Vince with this deal does not fuck that up. I know things are going to get fucked up a little bit because you have new influence on the company. So no matter what we say or think, it's going to get adjusted because you have new owners.
Do you think Rusev? Notice how I said it. Rusev will be back in WWE.
Hell no.
Where the hell? He's not injured. Why isn't he on Ring of Honor? Why isn't he on?
Well, I mean, they had programs for him, but he turned it down. Like, I don't say, why would you turn down a program with Hangman Page? It's one of the biggest stars in the company.
Who did he turn it up again? Turn it down against?
Tony Khan, they gave it he was going to start a program with Hangman. He turned it down. Like, it's one of the biggest stars in the company. You going to turn down a program with him? No, I mean, people that Russell would kill.
Why would you turn down a program with Adam Page?
Why would you turn on a program with anybody at this point when you're working like that? You're there to do a job. Like, do your job. Like, you don't have to be happy.
He left WWE because he didn't. No, left. He got.
They released him. They released him.
He was released from WWE, and he has this opportunity. Why would you turn down anything if this is true? If this is true.
But here's the thing, guys, and I'm not hating on either company.
It was like they had it set up that he was going to do a battle royal, and Hangman was going to eliminate him. He was going to come back in the ring, beat up Hangman. That's how that program was supposed to start. He turned it down.
And
that's true.
And what's his name's been on Ring of Honor too? Lance Archer. Leave him there.
Yeah. You want to know the truth, guys? You want to know what's more Ring of Honor than AEW's Ring of Honor? The New Japan Strong side of things. That shit is the real Ring of Honor right now. That shit is fire right now.
Is it still a Saturday program?
Not entirely, no, which I'm a little bummed about. But
what time is it on?
No, but I was watching the last one that the Capital Collision shows, and that felt more like Ring of Honor than AEW's Ring of Honor does.
As well,
like that, Alex Coughlin, Tracy, Hot Social Warriors, that pure match. That match was excellent.
Who's running New Japan Strong right now? Is it Shibata?
He just runs the LA dojo.
But who runs the programming? Because if you
I'm not sure who's doing the booking.
I think Rocky Romero is booking for Strong.
That probably explains it then. Why it has that feel.
That's probably exactly why. Well, it's also like Guido is the booker in Japan. I think Romero's doing it in the States. If I'm not mistaken, I think Romero's still booking in the States.
it really is honestly about how a show is booked, how a story is booked. Do you guys think that the Anna Jay versus Julia Hart thing, I mean, they're making this rivalry now, but they're both in heel factions. So, you know what I'm
I would say House of Black more of a tweener than a heel faction. I think they're the tweeners.
I do see that, but
They're not.
this is what I'm saying. Like, to me, is the story worth watching? You know what I mean? Like with WWE, I feel like they keep changing things. They're doing what they do best. You know, you had this year, this almost close to a year of a good thing going, and now it's like kind of unraveling into what it was. So it's like, now let's go to Impact. We have to go to Impact. Nick Aldis is back at Impact as Nick Aldis, not as Brutus or whatever the hell he was
Magnus.
Magnus, yeah. He's Nick Aldis. I think it's great to have Nick Aldis in the versus Steve Macklin. Nick Aldis is one hell of a wrestler. He's great on the mic.
Yeah, but before Macklin gets the oldest, he's got to get through PCO first.
But Impact's got a couple of problems. Not enough. I don't think they have a big enough fan base.
Did they ever?
Maybe not. Maybe not. But it just doesn't feel like. You'd think like the same fans of AEW would go over there too. You know what I mean? It just feels like it's a small crowd when you watch it.
It'd be great if they could freaking get themselves like a bigger network. Like the best network they had was Spike TV. That was the problem. See, all I say, WWE and AEW is lucky that Impact doesn't have the billionaire backing them like they do.
Well, that's the only reason why Impact isn't where they are.
Pound for pound, Impact is legit put on the best pay-per-views since the pandemic started. Impact has been low-key freaking MVP of this pandemic era.
The Impact pay-per-views are great, but the television programming is a little too silly. That's the problem.
I will say, in your guys' defense, the few Impact pay-per-views I've watched since the pandemic have actually been pretty good. But watching that TV show, boring.
Pipe down.
I mean, okay, they're doing good for, like, they're taking wrestlers that don't really do well in other promotions and build them, like the Good Hand team.
Who are the Good Hand team?
Go ahead, Rob.
Josh Schuyler and Jason Hodge.
They take the two guys.
I mean, Kazarian went back over here for a reason because, you know, he's getting a good main event push now.
And Kazarian's allowed to use, I guess that's what's so great about not being in the WWE, where everyone works together, as Kazarian's AEW made theme with Mikey, what the hell? Ruckus's voice on it.
Right.
In another company.
Yeah.
Because that's Mikey Ruckus singing.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Kushida in Impact. You got some good wrestlers there, but
because no offense, if Kushida was in AEW or WWE, he would not be main event no pay-per-view.
Also,
Impact also.
Whose career did Impact just elevate?
Steve Macklin.
Did Impact just elevate?
Alicia Edwards, it's great.
Okay, I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about another female who AEW really didn't use well. She's been doing great on the indies. She did okay in NWA, but now she has a belt. Kylan King is now a champion in a known company. They may not be as big as far as, you know, money-wise and whatnot.
Yes, but they're still a big company, though.
Yes, they are. They're still a very well-known company, whether they're at TNA, Impact. You're a fan of wrestling, you gravitate towards Impact. And Kylan King is kind of on the top of the mountain right now, having a title. I mean,
Kylan King.
she's getting the eyes on her now. That I told Kylan that, she's doing great things, and I want to see her with a belt. And finally, she has one with
Taylor Wilde.
Taylor Wilde still wrestles.
Taylor
Oh
Wilde.
yeah, she came back last year.
They're part of a team called the Coven now.
Yeah. They ended the Death Dolls were Cassette Lane.
I don't know, the Death Dolls without Taya. It's just Rosemary being ridiculous, and I don't know. Jessica, I like Jessica Havoc.
You realized before the Coven ended their reign, the Death Dolls that
Dana
reign was the
Edwards,
longest
I have no
ever
interest.
female only reign in Impact history. That was the longest reign in female only reign in Impact history.
Who?
The Death Dolls before they got beat by the Coven. That was the longest reigning female only reign for knockouts tag titles in the history of the company.
Okay, not
the longest reign because that honor belongs to ODB and Eric Young.
But I just think for me, I don't like how Rosemary is used on. She's a fucking character. Well, yeah, I guess here we go. I don't know. I feel like Impact gets a little silly. That's my whole thing. You
can say that about all the companies.
AEW's not silly. New Japan's not silly.
Have you seen Toriano? You gonna tell me Toriano's not
New Japan has its silliness. AEW has its silliness. Come on. They all do. Come on.
Thank you.
But it's not. Yeah, but Impact's like that stupid Wrestle House.
It's Impact is silly. It's just that Impact is bad.
Wrestle House.
Oh, no. Stop hating over there, you.
What? Because I don't think Impact is a good show?
Because you're a hater, that's why.
It has nothing to do with me hating it. Just, I don't like it. I can't get into it. I try.
It highlights some great people, though. Scott D'Amore. Scott D'Amore actually doing stuff in the ring besides being the off and on, figurehead of the company. The outside, he's not, he's a vice president and on TV.
Seeing him doing that Canadian Destroyer was sick, though. I don't care what anybody says. That was sick.
You
are not going to see no Vince McMahon doing no Canadian Destroyer. I can tell you
My question is, did Scott D'Amore do the Canadian Destroyer before Petey Williams? Since they were both in Team Canada together.
No. He was doing that in honor of Petey Williams when he hit Skylar with that.
He was a wrestler before he was I know, I'm just talking about it. But see, those are the things I like. I just don't like when they again act a little over the top ridiculous. Santino Marella is supposed to be over the top ridiculous.
Oh, that's what I was watching. I saw that Santino actually wrestled, so I actually watched that match, and I thought it was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was him, Dirty Dango, and Joe Henry, Chuck's boy, against the design.
I don't like Joe Henry. I don't believe in Joe Henry.
Oh, I do. He's great.
I thought the whole thing was cheesy. I love that Alan Five Angels is now a heel.
Alan Five Angels was a heel.
That's true. I know. To
begin with.
That's true.
But yeah,
Diener, you know who's trash? That Diener guy. That guy is terrible.
Diener used to be trash. I don't mind him now, and as a leader, I feel like he's actually stepped up. He's not the idiot minion anymore. I take him more seriously now. I like his
no one would ever take him seriously in WWE or AEW, straight up.
Which is why, luckily, he's an Impact.
But he's in a brand where no one cares.
People do pay attention to the brand.
Yeah, he told us that Chuck's just a hater.
I'm not a hater. I just speak truths that you don't like to agree
I
with.
know you're a hater, but okay.
Okay.
I don't think the stories are as good as other stories that I've seen, but I mean, Josh Alexander was great as the champion.
I like
Let's
Josh
go.
Alexander. He's a good talent.
It sucks. Unfortunately, he was injured. It sucks that he got his reign ended the way it did. That sucks.
Mickey
Same with
James.
Mickey James.
Mickey James,
yeah.
he got injured, but you know what though? This is great because Deonna Purrazzo is the champion again.
Carry on.
Now, while we're on that subject of her, my question is now because she's currently a free agent. Where's Jordan Grace going to go next? I hope she goes back to Impact. I really do.
Who was a free agent?
Jordan Grace.
Okay, so where are you hearing all this shit?
She was a free agent before the pay-per-view, but she agreed to do the match with Deonna.
Don't get me wrong. There's some good talent in Impact. I can't get behind the product.
Here's the question, though. I noticed that, Impact does put on great pay-per-views. They do showcase a lot of great talent. But my question is, then if Impact is so great, Rod, why are a lot of wrestlers leaving? Are they not getting paid enough? I mean, why?
Sometimes it's about the unfortunately, it's about the money. Impact is great, but you can make more money. So it depends really what you're looking for. If you're looking to make a lot of money, then you're gonna be willing to deal with the nonsense that comes with being on WWE, or the fact that you might not get as much TV time as you think you deserve being on AEW. But if you're looking to really establish yourself, Impact's the way to go.
Valkyrie has to win this match against Jade Cargill. To keep, she's gonna be the one to defeat Jade Cargill. That'd be great because you want to keep this title.
Well, that would make sense. Yeah,
relevant, and plus,
that makes sense.
Valkyrie elevated with a title that puts more eyes on Valkyrie, who is great, and it says, "Hey, WWE, look what you missed out on. Look what you fucked up."
Right. Well, that's the whole thing, and that's what AEW tries too hard to do. I think sometimes, because you know who pisses me off more than anything. Like, I love AEW. I'm the biggest AEW fan there is, but
no, you're not. No, you're not.
Okay, you guys might be ahead of me, but you know who pisses me off though? These diehard AEW smartass marks. You're not one, RJ, and I'll explain why.
I'm not.
I know
I'm not. I don't see myself as a mark. Yes, I make comments. Oh, I hate this wrestler. I hate that. But you know what?
I know, because you're a realist.
That's all part of the fucking gimmick. That's all part of being a fan. That's not like.
But that's also being you being a realist fan. But my point is, these AEW marks, like these extreme ones, piss me off. Because every time, like the ingrown talent, the pillar guys are on there. Oh, MJF sucks. Fuck MJF. He's a piece of shit. But then it's like, I heard. And they're also saying, "Oh, fuck WWE. They're bullshit. Oh, they treat theirs like shit." Who's your favorite wrestler? Jon Moxley. It's like you just fucking chose the poster boy WWE as your favorite.
He wasn't, not for nothing, but he was not as big as you'd think he would be in WWE. I feel like they always had more. I feel like they were always backing Rollins and Reigns more so than Moxley.
They were. But then again, if you actually watch Moxley's body of work and you watch Rollins' work and Reigns' body of work, Moxley's the most one-dimensional of the three. Sorry, not sorry. For all you AEW haters, marks out there who think I'm a hater, you're right now. Moxley is inferior to Rollins and Reigns. I said it. I'm going to stick to it.
But here's the other thing. Dean Ambrose
Moxley now.
Dean Ambrose is not Jon Moxley. When Jon Moxley was allowed to be Jon Moxley, he is who he is. This like hardcore fighting
Right?
guy.
Let me ask you. You think Mox, if he would have stayed WWE, would have ever been the #1 guy in the PWI 500? Hell no.
Yeah, but also he
no.
would have been spared every match with him bleeding out his face every time.
But the man's a workhorse, though. He shows up every week, unlike other current world champions we got right now.
Oh, so we're gonna justify his workhorse.
Yes.
MJF is the best damn champion right now.
I agree.
And you know what?
MJF is fantastic.
No, hell no.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. He is.
Ron doesn't know what he's talking about.
Hell no. Why? Because he curses? Woo, congratulations. Woo.
There's nothing to do with him cursing. He's just a good character.
Woo.
He's a great
he
character.
And then
He's the best,
like,
one of the best characters in wrestling.
And then everybody who's like, oh, I want MJF to go WWE, they're going to water him down. Please. He'll be released in 6 months if he goes to WWE.
I don't think so. I think you're wrong about that.
No, I would. Okay, maybe a year tops. But he would get watered down. You would not get the MJF you get now. And if he thinks he's going to WWE, working that light schedule that he works now, he's really out of his mind.
MJF is the character we've all needed for a long time. Because
well, in Rod's defense, if Vince is still running the show in a year and it's not Triple H, then your theory about MJF is probably right. But if Triple H is somehow in charge, he'll let MJF
but we
be
all
MJF.
know that he ain't going to be.
Well, then I'm going to keep embracing MJF for being the greatest heel in wrestling.
He is one of the greatest heels in wrestling. John
I'm
Moxley.
not denying that. I won't deny that for a second.
John Moxley is a heel right now, but
and I'm happy about it. He's finally doing something good.
MJF is a better heel
than Moxley. Yes.
MJF is just. I mean, I don't know. I'd like to see where this thing goes with him and Sammy, but is Darby? I mean, is this going to be Darby MJF part 2, or are we going to see Sammy versus MJF?
I really hope somehow, somewhere we want him to get in that fatal 4-way. That would be an epic main event.
I think it's over time going to happen. I think that's no other way to do it. And I think if anybody's going to beat MJF, it should be any one of the 3 of them.
True, they all deserve it, even though, well, technically they've all been champions, but 2 out of the 3 of those guys have been single champions. Jungle Boy has never been a singles champ.
No, he's not.
All 4 of those.
You're silenced, RJ. What are you doing to me? But I do think that fatal 4-way should happen. Like that's and one of them, if any one of them won, I would be okay with them beating MJF in the right circumstance.
I
will say this though, for that Wembley show.
RJ show's gotta do something for a minute. You guys continue what you're doing. I gotta take care of something.
We'll hold the fort down.
Thank you.
So what you're saying, Ron, about Wembley?
I will say this for that Wembley show, since All In is like right afterwards, I believe, or right before, right afterwards.
Right.
The Wembley show, you should make the All In to Championship like the main event song. I would love to see Orange Cassidy, and if he's healthy and ready to go, Orange Cassidy Pack 3. That should be the main event, in my opinion.
Who wrestled who?
Orange Cassidy defending against Pac 3.
Who?
Pac.
Oh, Pac. Yeah. Got it. Okay, it cut out when you said it. That's why I was like, wait, who? So, also, what I will say is the other thing I have with Wembley is that it's a huge arena. Are AEW really ready to hack that out yet with what they're pushing?
We're going to find out. If they can, then you know what? Hey.
The only problem my concern is with Orange Cassidy and Pac is that are they that big a draw? Is that main event? Is that going to draw a packed house? I don't think it will.
Not by themselves, but if you have a great card overall, then yes. Obviously, you got to have Saraya on the card. You got to have Saraya on
big
the card.
names. You know why they're bringing Punk back? You know why they're bringing?
Wait.
You know why they're bringing this guy back?
No,
Because in Wembley, he'll pack it out himself. Guys like
right.
this
Let's not go nuts
sell
now.
out
This ain't
Wembley.
2012.
No, we can still sell out Wembley.
This ain't 2012.
He could. I'm telling you right now, Punk could sell out Wembley. Even still,
Nah.
you have too many fans like me that still stand by Punk. It's because you're all wrong about Punk.
No, he's a piece of garbage.
I've gone through phases with that, but I don't think he is overall. Maybe as a human
No,
being, he's
I
not a nice
know,
guy,
he
but as a
definitely is.
talent, his
After that
wrestling,
crap, I mean, no, I would never say his in-ring work sucks. No, but his outside the ring is a piece of garbage.
his attitude is not to be always to be desired. However, he's a big name and he can draw. That you, as much as you hate on Brock Lesnar, he's a big name that can draw.
Well, unfortunately, yeah, I know. Which is why they
You
keep breaking it.
know how they'll get them.
I mean, everybody. It's funny. So speaking of him, I was like, oh, like Backlash ain't a big pay per view, but yeah, Brock's on it. Yeah, because they're freaking Puerto Rico. Bad Bunny's hosting, so everybody and mother gonna watch it because everybody loves Bad Bunny because Bad Bunny has like how many followers? So Backlash is gonna be a big event because of that. That's why he's on this card. You think if this was a year ago, Brock wasn't be wrestling on Backlash? Fuck
He was
no.
champion, yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Only if he was a champion.
Even if he was champion, he would not have wrestled a WrestleMania Backlash. Even if he was champion.
You're just mad because Brock Lesnar is the GOAT.
Yeah, no, he ain't.
Rod, you are so
If
misinformed.
WWE wants to do the right thing, they better have Cody win. If you have Cody lose to Brock, man, it was a mistake to bring Cody back in the story.
You know Brock's going to win because guess who owns WWE now? UFC.
If they have him win, man, then Endeavor is a fucking bunch of fucking idiots.
Then who?
Endeavor is a bunch of idiots if Brock wins this match.
Endeavor's great. He's a UFC guy. They're gonna push their own. Wait. Now
it's better than what the alternative would have been. Them buying it over Saudi, but still, that's not saying much.
No, I know, but you know what you will get.
Hell, Vinny Guido buying WWE would have been better than Saudi. So,
okay, that's not even funny.
Oh yeah.
Actually, no, I'd probably love a Vinny the Guido inspired WWE. Actually, he would just be yelling and cursing at everybody.
I'm taking it straight to the top.
Exactly. I wonder if he still watches our show. I feel like he's one person that actually watches our show. He somehow gets a kick out of us. I feel like he's one person. He's like
on that one day.
I feel like he's one person that actually is entertained by us and our ridiculousness. But going back to my point, you know who else is going to get a massive push out of the Endeavor Roads? It Ronda and Shayna. It's coming.
Yeah, but she's injured right now, so that's why she's not on TV right now.
Well, when she's not injured, be ready.
Oh, I know they're gonna become tag champions. And personally, I'd rather have them champions over living the races.
Oh yeah, I forgot you don't like Raquel Rodriguez. I forgot.
Yeah, that's her, man. God. I was probably the only person who was rooting for Chelsea and Sonya.
So what exactly did Raquel say that causes controversy? I actually don't know.
No, she got busted being in the Twitter group that said I hate black people. She wasn't hacked or anything. Her freaking page was in the group that said I hate black people.
Raquel?
Yeah.
What group was she in that she said she hated black people?
It was a Twitter group.
It was a Twitter group?
It was a Twitter group called I hate black people.
That's fucked up.
Someone bring me back up to speed.
So we're touching on the direction of WWE with the UFC and how once Ronda and Shayna are not hurt, they're going to be the tag champions, and how Brock Lesnar beat Cody Rhodes. And then we were talking, and then I was asking Rod to remind me why everybody hates on Raquel now with the racist things I forgot because I don't pay attention to the internet.
Did he really say that?
Apparently
she was really busted in a Twitter group that said I hate black people. That was the name of the Twitter group.
And yet she's holding a title and hasn't been stripped of it. Do you think?
Because you see who's in charge right now, right?
It doesn't matter if They're not.
If getting a D-Wee ain't going to prevent somebody from becoming a champion, what makes you think that is?
Because if there's a big deal that,
unfortunately, being in a group like that is just words. What Jimmy Uso did, he could have killed somebody. He still became a champion. So
you don't even know that this is true. You just going by.
I saw it myself. I legit saw it myself. Her name in the group.
How do you? What name?
Yes, I looked at it. It was under her name. It had the blue check mark. It was hers.
What name?
The group was, I don't know if she's still in it or not, but she was in it. It was a Twitter group called I Hate Black People. She was in. Busted in. She wasn't hacked or anything. It was her personal account in there. So fuck that bitch.
How do you know that? Just because it has a check mark? How do you know it wasn't someone else?
It was legit her. You could click on it, which I did, and it was her personal freaking Twitter page.
I'm going to ask you this though. What was her response? Did she even have a response?
No, because they never questioned her about it. This is the WWE we talking about.
Oh, but there is one good thing WWE is starting to do. They're now allowing Twitch accounts.
Well, they're only doing it because they're doing it so they get a piece of the pie. That's the only way superstars are allowed to have it.
You know who's been on Twitch a lot, and I've been. What's Dakota Kai?
She's a big one on there. She's a big gamer.
Yeah, she goes by Charlie, which is her real name.
It is her real name, right?
Yeah,
it's a good name. She's got a good name.
I mean, they freaking lost a guy that could be made event for them for years over Twitch.
Who? What?
Adam Cole. They lost him over Twitch. He wasn't released. He didn't renew because they wanted him to give up his Twitch. The fact that you lost a talent like Adam Cole over Twitch is mind-boggling.
Adam Cole is better off where he is right now.
Adam Cole is good where he is. He's good where he is.
No,
but WWE, I agree. WWE did fuck up.
Yes.
By not letting
making over 300,000 a year. Why the fuck do you think he would want to give that up?
Rod, it was
because he was making more money on Twitch than he was in WWE.
Have you listened to any of the interviews he's ever done? It was not about Twitch or any of the other stuff. It was about he just felt more excited about a new company that, with his friends.
Well, no offense. I'm not saying Twitch was the only reason why. But that was one of the main reasons.
I also heard it was because rumor millers, they wanted him to be called up to the main roster as
Keith Lee's manager.
Keith Lee's manager instead of being a wrestler.
Oh, he could do that. Well, he's in the same company with Keith Lee now, so.
Yeah, but no one wants to see that because, no offense, but Adam Cole runs miles around Keith Lee as a wrestler.
No one wants to see that because Adam Cole is one of the best wrestlers, and he does not deserve to be a manager. He deserves to be a champion.
Right. It was kind of like when Leo Rush was managing Lashley. It was funny because it's like you could see, like, it's like everybody found him annoying and he was great, but at the same time, it was like, you know what Leo Rush is capable of? He was able to outwork 90% of the guys that they were working.
But Leo Rush's problem has never been a company. It's been Leo Rush.
He's been his own worst enemy a lot of times.
Leo Rush's reasons for leaving AEW with nothing to do with AEW. It was Leo Rush. Any of the companies he's been in where he's no longer in is, again,
his mouth gets him in a lot of trouble. His mouth gets him in a lot of trouble that his talent can't back up.
He's a good wrestler. I like his matches. He's a good wrestler, but unfortunately,
I agree.
He's the one who puts his career in jeopardy.
Every company he's in. Does. I don't think he's outspoken.
Just like he's like, I don't know. Would you say he's like the male Tessa Blanchard?
In some ways, yeah.
Well, at least Leo Rush isn't racist. You know, to La Rosa Negra's credit, she did reach out to Tessa and they made the defense. So I applaud La Rosa Negra for that.
I feel like when a lot of these things that are pissing you off, Rod, are things that stupid marks create out of thin air. I feel like a lot of this stuff is like fabricated by.
It's all the AEW marks for WWE. Oh, let's bury WWE because AEW is better.
Wrestling, dude.
WWE does the same thing. Have you never seen like Java Nation or WWE Garrett on Twitter? That's all they do. It's bury AEW.
It's stupid. It's stupid. They're both idiots.
These are fans. These are so-called fans that are ruining it for the rest of us. To me, like, oh, I heard this, I heard that. You know who you should talk to? You know, go to the source. Go to the source. If they choose to tell you, they probably are not going to tell you, but that's what matters. Like this, I hate this, I hate that. Rod, I really believe that if someone is a racist or doing something harmful, they wouldn't be able to represent the company with a belt.
So you need to try to tell me that Jimmy Uso Pee-wee was a fake. That's what you're trying to tell me. That didn't happen.
Is Jimmy Uso the champion right now?
After like almost 2 years, he's not finally.
I don't know what the real reason was. Yeah, he had a D-Week. Maybe Vince did pull the, oh yeah, you're part of you're with Roman.
He definitely did. Because he won the championship like 2 days after he got that damn D-Week.
It was like D-Week.
People can say what they want about Tony Khan, but I will applaud Tony Khan for this. Right before freaking Jeff Hardy got his D-Week, the Hardys were supposed to win the tag titles. As soon as Jeff Hardy did that, he pulled the plug on that. So I applaud Tony Khan for that.
He pulled the plug after he snorted how much cocaine?
Right down, you hater.
See, that's what I think the difference in a lot of things is that I don't know. I'm like kind of contradicting myself now. If you say this is true with Raquel Rodriguez Gonzalez, whatever, which I still think is bullshit, but if you're right about one thing, had this been something on AWTV, she would have been pulled up.
Yeah, he would have not gotten those belts. Tony Khan would have put a stop to that immediately. And that's why I applaud Tony Khan. Say what you want about him. You know, the man ain't playing that bullshit.
Tony Khan.
It don't matter what family you're from, what blowout you're from. If you pull some crap like that, you ain't get rewarded for it.
Tony Khan is, yeah, he runs a business, but at the end of the day, he's a fan. He's actually personable. He's not, he's not Vince McMahon. That's the thing. He's not Vince McMahon.
You notice not one of these AEW females have come out and be like Tony Khan started sleeping with him. You don't hear Tony Khan with hush money, anything like that.
I feel that Khan just
does a lot of cocaine.
Yeah, pipe down, you hater.
I'm not even hating. It's factual. If you looked at him, he always looks high as a kite.
Oh my God.
I always thought that Tony Khan, I don't know if that's true, was dating Mega. I don't know, because maybe they're just Mega. She's like legal in AEW or whatever, she's, I don't know. I feel like Tony Khan has to be dating someone.
He's got to be. He's got a girlfriend somewhere.
He's definitely. He could. Maybe he's secretly dating one of the rest. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't hang out with the man. I don't know.
We don't know. We don't hang out with Tony. We're not on the inside. We don't work there.
But the point is, Tony Khan has helped create something really good. His Ring of Honor is not where it should be.
I'm not crazy about it yet.
They just recently finally started just producing weekly episodes again. Give us some time. They just finally started producing weekly episodes.
I'm trying to give it a chance.
A couple months ago.
I'm trying to give it a chance. We'll see what
You might
happens.
have rushed it a little bit only
So
because
far, the weekly
again,
episodes have been excellent.
the roster, the wrestling's great. That's not the thing. The thing is, a Ring of Honor needs to have its own identity. That's
Correct.
That's
it doesn't
the
have
problem.
it. It doesn't. It feels like another AEW Dark.
You know, because
Okay, but the thing is, though, I mean, how long did NXT take to get its own identity?
that's not well. NXT is part of WWE. Ring of Honor started as Ring
Yes, but
of
like,
Honor.
so how Vince owns NXT, Tony Khan owns Ring of Honor.
But Ring of Honor should be. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're trying to say.
Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor should be Ring of Honor.
Right. And that's why you got your boy Ian Rick and Nobody commentating still.
I'm aware that him and Patrice Colcuts,
oh my god,
part of the voice of Ring of Honor. And
but
then
the one right thing they did is they brought Nigel McGuinness back.
Oh yes,
they did that. I like that.
And speaking of Ian Riccaboni, hey, he's now officially commentated more matches in Ring of Honor history than any other commentator, even more than Kevin Kelly now.
I'd rather listen to Ian Riccaboni than Kevin Kelly.
I'd rather listen to neither than neither. I don't know.
That sounds about right. What? Have you listened to Kevin Kelly's commentary in New Japan? It's fucking garbage.
Yes, actually I have.
That Kevin Kelly, because the thing about New Japan is I dissect their product. They're big on long-term storytelling, where they do it where WWE and AEW can't do it. But Kevin Kelly does not know how to tell a story. It didn't matter what match it was. He went on and on about Tama Tonga getting kicked out of the Bullet Club. Now he's going to redeem himself against Jay White for like a year straight. Every match. It was annoying. It stunk. I'd rather listen to. I like the Japanese commentary better because at least they're passionate and they're into it. I don't even need to know what they're saying.
You can't understand what the hell they're saying, but that's besides the point.
But they're so into it. It's more passionate. It's more colorful.
No, they are into it. I give credit. You know, like the few times I had to listen to it when there was no English commentary available, they are. But you still don't understand what they're saying. Too bad, New Japan, they don't have like you can put subtitles up and stuff.
But the thing about wrestling is, other than the wrestling itself, you don't really always need to listen to the commentary. But
I usually don't.
But when they cut promos in Japanese, for those of us that don't speak it fluently, it's hard to follow.
Man, let me tell you, I'm so happy when Chris Charlton is there, so he can translate what they're saying. I love it.
Well, they have the backstage promos. They put on New Japan World, and they have them subtitled. So even though they're speaking Japanese, you can hear what they're saying. It
would be nice if they subtitled them.
But I mean, when they were like in the ring after matches and stuff, and Chris Charlton's there, he's actually able to translate for you.
Oh yeah, they do that. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, he does do that in the English commentary. Yeah, he's doing that for a while.
The problem is the English commentary is not always there right away, and you have to watch it in Japanese.
That's a fair point.
There's an action going on, unless you can hear the crowd booing, and obviously during the pandemic, you really haven't been able to do that. Now you can, but unless it's really hard to tell what's going on unless you can hear the inflections and shit.
Right. Well, that's why
them being over there and stuff. I don't know if you guys heard this or not, but next month they dropped the mask mandate over there
in Japan.
What? No, the mask mandate.
Yeah,
in Japan.
They're dropping it next month.
It's been long dropped here.
It's been long dropped here,
yeah. But now over there,
actually, that's not true. There are certain businesses, and you are in one of them.
No, they lifted that last month.
Yeah, medical, obviously, yeah. But
they lifted it last month.
I
don't have to wear a mask anymore. No, about a month ago they lifted that in New York.
In my doctor's office, they still say you have.
They still require there. In New York, they actually lifted it. Here, they lifted that about a month ago.
In Florida, doctors' offices are still requiring
Oh, wow.
because I know because
You went to the
No,
doctor
I-
and you had to wear a mask.
Oh no, because I was usually at the VA, so I know that too. So
Yeah, no, about a month ago, I didn't have to wear them anymore.
you still have to wear them in where you are, don't you?
No, they lifted that last month.
I'm not talking to you.
Ah, touche.
yeah,
I'm talking to
Yeah.
Rod, who lives in the same state that I live.
yeah, like yeah.
Interesting
I
development,
recently
gentlemen.
was at the VA, so
But there is an interesting development. Another year, there is a chance I might be in your state.
Cool. Why is that?
nice.
What's going on?
The lady is looking to move back to Tampa.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
My girlfriend is looking to move back down to Tampa, so that means when I'm able to, I'm going to go down with her.
Are
be in
you
Tampa with her.
saying what I think you're saying, though?
Maybe.
Are we going to be doing a live? Are we going to be doing an episode in the same place?
Maybe. With time, maybe.
With the three of us being able to actually sit in the same place and
Maybe. Yes, maybe. That may happen.
I would
That
take a
may
few
happen.
days off just for that to happen. So, you
So
know.
let me ask you, gentlemen, just curiosity, how far are you guys from Tampa? I don't know
4
anything
hours.
about the navigation.
4
I
hours.
think I'm like 3 hours away, I believe.
4 hours.
Okay.
4.
Okay. Okay. I'm just curious. I don't know the landscape of Florida
How
like
close are you
that.
to Brandon?
Weapon?
How close are you to Brandon?
I'll have to get back to you on that.
Yeah, well, Brandon's like actually closer to Tampa, so it's probably the same. Brandon's like the town. I think it's like Brandon's like not too far from Tampa, because that's where I stayed last time when I was there. But anyway, more importantly, back to I think that was great. The three of us in the same state.
That'd be cool. Bless you.
Thank you.
Doing one in the same room, actually rattling off each other.
Yeah.
That would be a very, very sloppy, very, very probably drunk episode.
I would love to do that.
Very degenerate one, that's for sure.
Problem is, well, yeah, I would have to, I would not be, I'd have to figure out, we'd have to figure out where that would go, where that was going to be happening, because there's no way I'm going to be driving.
I wouldn't don't worry, I would not let you drive. I would never let that happen. I'll be like, Jake, give me the keys. RJ, where are the keys? Roddy, where are the keys? And I will get Rod drunk off a real beer that isn't a Coors Light.
A pipe down hater.
I think
Drink a real beer, Rod.
I think the best beer.
We should do a drunk episode of Attention Wrestling Disorder.
I've done it. I've done on my end. I've done it drunk, and I've done everything fine.
God.
If I can do it drunk, you guys.
We didn't get to do it as the three of us.
Well, that's why it needs to happen. But I'm saying it can be done. If I was able to
get Dirk down there, you know.
I should get Dirk down here.
I mean, get Dirk to come to Tampa. Like,
I'll bring Dirk with me. I'll bring Dirk with me. We'll have a drinking contest, and he'll win. It's okay. But it'll still be fun because I'll get annihilated, and we'll all get annihilated. And Rod will finally be drunk up with something that isn't Coors Light.
Get like some honey jack and I'm in.
Ooh, honey jack. Ooh, we're gonna make a special drink.
Get me some Stone Cold IPAs. I mean, let's really.
I'll tell you what I'll get. I'll bring some of this down: Terramana, tequila, and the Stone Cold IPA.
I'm not a drinker anymore, you know. And
I've cut back too, but I'm trying to still drink. I had a few today earlier, but I'm good.
So to do this a once in a lifetime thing, just to it would be fun, to be honest. Like, I
will be a blast, and I will make it wrestling inspired. I will get the Terramana tequila and the Stone Cold IPAs or lagers or double IPAs.
Remind me, who is Terramana?
The Rock's tequila line.
Isn't there another wrestler who does alcohol? Wait, what's his name? Doesn't he? Doesn't Matt help me out?
Cardona?
No, the other one. Not Aiden English.
Oh, Matt Renholt?
Thank you.
I didn't know.
What is it that he does? It's
I don't know. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, I didn't. He wasn't
whiskey.
doing it either,
Whiskey. He
so.
does whiskey. He has
Oh,
a
he does
brand of
whiskey too.
He's like a
Well, then
whiskey.
we'll do the trifecta. We'll do a shot of tequila, do a shot of whiskey, then we'll chase it down with the IPA. That sounds like a good time.
I think he does whiskey.
I'll do some recon on it.
But yeah, he because I'm pretty sure I know he's involved with his own brand and this. But yeah, there are wrestlers that have like besides Stone Cold, besides The Rock.
Yeah, I think you'll see more of it. There was a New England IPA, a hazy Love and Wrestling IPA. I forget who brews it. That was really good too. I haven't found it in a while. I gotta find it again. That was a good one. I was drinking that a lot during the height of the pandemic.
I say we just like do like some major taste test.
I'm with this cause. I will 1,000% do this. We'll buy a ton of it. We'll all just get annihilated.
The Tampa show. Yeah, we'll all meet up there.
Yep.
Chuck will have to do the bulk of the driving. Oh wait, how is that going to work? Someone's going to have to.
We're gonna wherever we are. We're gonna all crash there and pass and sleep it off. It's fine.
I'm down. I got to do this.
We'll all crash. We'll sleep it off.
We'll
sleep it off. It'll be a good time. Hopefully, this happens in like another year's time.
Anything else we got to touch on? Because we got Raw and Dark has sucked last week. Both Elevation and Dark were not that great.
It was short as hell.
They've been really short, which is good though. But I like that they're shortening them though, because now it's like you're focusing on other parts of the product.
Yeah.
So I would be okay with Ring of Honor even as it is if you just shit can Dark and Dark Elevation. I'd almost be okay with what Ring of Honor is doing. But the problem is,
well, there are some problems though. Well, where are you going to put Paul White? Because he hasn't really been active in any on TV.
I know. It's a big company. They'll find something for him.
I mean, Mark Henry's got his gig on Rampage. White.
I love that. It's time for the main event. I love that. It's the best part of Rampage. It's the reason I watch Rampage. It's literally for that.
I really think that Paul White, maybe he's probably more active behind the scenes. Obviously, he's probably
both coaches.
He's probably a coach or a producer. Oh, you know what's great? I'm not gonna lie. I did like one thing that they did with Dark. They put Pat Buck in a match.
I did see that. Yeah. I enjoyed that match.
Against Juice. I was like, oh wow, is that who I think that is facing Juice?
That's what I thought too. I'm like, wait, okay.
So let's see. I know he's
and Juice Robinson got a great match out of him, so I can't complain.
Well, it's Pat Buck. Pat Buck has probably been around longer than. Well, I know that maybe they wrestled together down in OVW. I don't know. Where was Pat Buck? Was Pat Buck in OVW or FTW? Not FTW.
I don't remember. I think it was before
FTW. What's the name of the fucking promotion that
and they seeking or SCW?
That was FTW?
Yeah, it was FCW. Yep.
He was in FCW and he was also in OVW.
Now, Pat, yeah, but I know obviously Juice was CJ Parker in NXT.
And FCW, yeah. He was in both, yeah. That's another guy that WWE had no idea who they had with him. But at the same time, though, in WWE's defense, he didn't come up with his character yet when he was CJ Parker. It wasn't the same. He's really leapt miles. If you watch his character in NXT, he wasn't there yet. But whatever he did in Japan.
Robinson, I like Rock Hard Juice Robinson. I think, I don't know, like Pat Buck, we only see on TV getting beaten up by wrestlers or just trying to hold them back. Right. I want to see why not have, if what's his name goes out there, Pat Buck's boy goes out there all the time as a manager who sometimes wrestled, then Pat Buck should be doing something like that too. You know what I'm talking about? Mark Sterling. He's one of Pat
Right.
Buck's students. Mark Sterling is a student of Pat Buck.
Oh yeah.
The Acclaimed are students of, well, not the Acclaimed, but Max Caster is a student of Pat Buck. MJF is a student of Pat. His work is all over that company.
It is. Apparently, Max Caster is from Rockville Center.
I know.
It's crazy, from your hometown.
Yeah. But he went to high school, I think, long after I graduated.
Probably, because he's young and you're old. No, I'm kidding.
Basically. You're not wrong.
I don't know. I'm getting old too. It's all right. I get it.
If I ever get to meet him, the first question I'm going to ask is, what year did you graduate Southside? Pretty sure he went to Southside High School.
Let's see, Max Caster.
And his father was a football player, right? Was a former football player? Or is he a baseball?
Yeah, former tight end. No, his dad's a former football player.
Football player, okay.
He was a football player, yeah, Rich Caster. He played on the Jets.
Yep.
He was a Jets player. And he ended
Yes,
up.
he was.
So
Actually,
let's talk. The next big pay-per-view coming up is Backlash, right?
Backlash, right? Yeah, let's get the card for that. Let's actually discuss something productive. Because we've been just talking to the state of wrestling with our opinions, which is fine. That's what this is about.
That is what it's about. But
they just announced 3 matches in like the last 2 days. It's going to be Zelina versus Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's title.
Yeah.
It's going to be a triple threat for the U.S. title. Also defended against both Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed. And as we discussed on earlier, Seth Rollins versus Omos.
So
who is Rhea Ripley defending against again?
Zelina Vega.
Oh yeah, that. You know what? Good for her, because we don't really get to see Zelina Vega.
I know
wrestle that much, and she can wrestle.
She's awesome. She's fantastic. I'm upset because I'm loving Rhea Ripley as the champion, but I love Zelina.
But I don't think they're going to take that title off of.
No, they're not. But it's going to be good to watch Zelina have a good match with Rhea, though. That I'm excited about.
We're probably going to get Bianca versus Io Sky for the title also.
I really hope it's a long match.
We're probably going to get Bianca versus Io Sky for the title.
I still think Io Sky should be the one to take the belt off of her, but again, I'm crazy.
I don't think Io Sky should. I think Io Shirai should.
Touche. I agree.
I really don't see. Because it's hard for them to. Io Shirai is not a hard name to say. I don't know why they did it. Because Io
they
Shirai.
left Kushida's name. That's harder to say than Io Shirai. Kushida's harder, and they kept his name.
Kushida's never wrestled outside of NXT.
Okay, fair point. Touche. Okay, touche.
Io Shirai, on the other hand, Io Sky. I mean, I get it. The genius of the sky, but as a face, yes. Well, then again, she was a face in this character, but this, I really think Io Shirai or Io Sky, whatever. The point I'm making is, no matter what her name is, same impact is going to happen. Yeah,
we'll see. I just want Io Shirai to beat.
Like, what does that say about Bayley, though? If, they put the title on... Well, then again, Bayley has been the champion a number of times. So I think, put the title on Io Sky.
I mean, outside of winning the Rumble, there's really nothing else left for Bailey to accomplish outside of winning the Rumble.
Yeah, I think Bailey should win it next year. I think Bailey's like the best she's ever been.
I
There
mean,
is
there's really
one
nothing else
thing-
left for that woman to accomplish.
Bailey's never. Yeah, there is. Bailey's. There's one thing. Two of the top women of the current era have done that Bailey's never done.
What's that?
Main evented WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Bailey's
yeah,
never
but,
main evented WrestleMania. Right. I mean, you think that one
That's true, but I'm
WrestleMania
just
should
saying,
be
I mean,
only-
but that's, like, there's a reason that's only happened twice, though, that females have made it to WrestleMania.
When was the second
That's a
time?
hard, that's it.
Oh, right.
Bianca and Sasha.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, Sasha too. Out of the 4 horsewomen, Bailey is the only one who has never main evented WrestleMania.
Correct.
So that
Just like Sasha is the only one of the 4 horsewomen who has never won the Rumble or Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
did Becky Lynch win Money in the Bank?
No, she won the Rumble. Charlotte won the Rumble and Bailey won Money in the Bank.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Sasha's the only one who
Bailey
has
did
never
win
done either
Money
one of the two. 2019.
Yep.
Wait, what'd you say in 2019?
Bailey won Money in the Bank.
I remember that. The worst Money in the Bank they ever did was the pandemic Money in the Bank.
Again, that would go down as the easiest cash in company history.
I mean, oh, by the way, exactly. You won the belt because, I'm having a kid, here's the belt. Well, of course, that was fine, but I don't know, like, maybe they could have done it in a better way instead of just like, oh, you're the champion. Maybe they should have done a 4-way.
No offense, but this rumor's flying that Becky was pregnant going into her match with Shayna at WrestleMania that year. So, Becky wanted to lose the belt to Shayna. It was Vince who said no. Becky wanted to lose the title to Shayna. It was Vince who said no.
Yeah.
I think Shayna would be a great. She was great as in NXT as the champion. She'd be a great women's champion. But here's my confusion.
No, it depends on who's running. If it's Triple H, I agree. Vince, fuck no.
Here's my confusion.
But Vince's mustache, guys, that's where it's at.
Okay, Vince's mustache. Stupid Vince's mustache.
I love that mustache.
Here's
I
my
want to grow a
confusion.
mustache like that.
Okay.
Shave one like that.
We have undisputed champion. We have an undisputed tag champion. Why the hell do we still have 2 women's champions? If they're
because the 2 taxis need to be split up. That's why. We don't need one champion. Those belts need to be split up.
Do they though?
Yes.
Do we really need 800 belts, Rod? I feel like
why do we need one world title and one? If you're gonna have the brand split, then yes.
Yes, for a brand split, and that's the problem with the brand splits. They don't last.
Yeah, they're going back to it. We're gonna see.
Apparently
they're doing it again on Friday.
What?
Apparently they're starting again on Friday, so we'll see.
But you know what happens? You have the brand split, and now you can a member of Raw can show up on SmackDown and Raw. It's like, and then all of a sudden, all wrestlers are showing up on both shows. So, yeah, let's stop doing that. I think when they were separate brands having separate storylines, it was better. Raw
I
had
agree.
their own.
Personally, I mean, what they need to start doing again, if you really want to make this brand split work, is start having the freaking separate pay-per-views again. The brand only pay-per-views again. It keeps people from getting stale because who was like people always play about the same people being on pay-per-view all the time. They
The
go back to the freaking single branded pay-per-views.
The
Let
I actually
brand
agree
Raw
with
have a
that.
split
certain number of
made a lot
pay-per-views.
of the
Let
wrestlers.
SmackDown have a what's the name? Let like Raw get like freaking 6 pay-per-views and get like freaking 4. SmackDown get 4, you got the big 4.
That would make sense to me. I could agree with that actually.
I like when they're doing that. Plus, because of the brand split, Eddie, it made Eddie Guerrero a champion. The brand split,
Right.
Yeah.
you had your separate battles. Vince McMahon and his daughter were fighting on SmackDown while Eric Bischoff was having his own.
Was making out with Linda on Raw.
Right.
What?
Yeah, Vince and Stephanie fighting on SmackDown, and while you had that, you had Eric Bischoff making out with Linda on Raw.
Yeah. Stupid, but whatever.
Point is, they had their own storylines. You had Evolution on Raw, and then you had Brock running rampant on SmackDown.
Right.
You had your own thing going on, their own.
Yeah, it was better. Right.
And they really didn't. They really did not intersect with each other.
No.
And when they first put the brands back up again in 2016, they did that. It was good. You had, brand only pay-per-views. Then they went, and for some reason, they got rid of that for some reason.
SmackDown Live, Raw, SmackDown, John Moxley was the champ on SmackDown, and they had their angles, AJ Styles.
Yeah.
His thing on SmackDown. Raw was doing whatever Raw was doing. But the thing is, like, I always felt like SmackDown highlighted the wrestling and Raw highlighted the entertainment part.
Usually that's what happened, yeah.
So let's go back to that.
Go back to that and keep it.
Sean Spears got to do that was Ty Dillinger on SmackDown. You know what I mean? They got to highlight these different wrestlers.
Yeah.
That's what the problem is. If you put Mustafa Ali on SmackDown and
keep him there, he's good.
Ricochet. What's the other guys? Oh, he's on NXT. Never mind. But yeah, there's a lot they can do, and you know what? Any wrestler that's not doing good on the roster, put them in NXT, help them elevate NXT.
No, actually, I agree with that. I mean, how they sent Dijak back now,
or how Apollo Crews is back there, how Jinder Mahal is there.
Oh, by the way, we can now have Battle of the X's if they really want to do it. Let's see. Even though now she's been demoted to a valet when she was a tag team champion in Impact. Emma versus Chelsea. The battle of Cardona.
Maybe Emma will actually finally win a match since she's been back.
I don't understand under Triple H's regime why you would bring her back. Oh, you're now under the WWE brand, but you're not going to be doing much but losing and being a valet to your real life boyfriend. What the fuck? Tenille Dashwood.
I mean, some people. I mean, I guess it was about the fact, the money and being close to her man. If that's the case, it's so be it. Good for her.
Yeah, but no. What does that really do for her career, though? Oh, you're in WWE doing what? Being a valet and not really wrestling to your best ability.
It depends what she wants as a person. Doesn't really matter what we think.
You don't think that
I agree with you, but
she would have wanted a chance to be in the championship picture? Come on.
I agree.
She's better off going back into NXT, and so is what's her name? What the fuck? Dana Brooke, and and redoing their fucking tag
Man,
team.
in my opinion, that's somebody who unfortunately got called up too early from NXT was Dana Brooke. They called her up too early, and it shows a lot of times in her matches.
Yeah, even still. But even still, it shows she's not that great.
I mean, all the shit that she was doing on
She's
Impact,
athletic, but that's it, though. She's very athletic, and that's it. That's what she's got, Dana Brooke's athleticism.
I am so pissed off at WWE. I mean, Tennille Dashwood getting to do those spots where she was the host and yet the guest interviewed her. That was fucking clever.
Oh, you mean locker room talk? That talk show she had?
It was fucking great because it's all about me. And now it isn't all about her. Now she's just
a lackey to Madcap.
Yeah,
it's kind of lame.
Apparently they're heel now.
Are they officially heel or?
Well, I mean, you saw what happened.
Oh yeah, true.
So let Emma be Emma or let her be the character she's been. All about me. Let her be, have this huge ego where it literally is all about her.
Right.
I would love to see Tennille Dashwood's version of Emma against Bianca Belair, letting her.
No. Vince is back. I want Emelina back.
Oh yeah, that was so.
2 seconds.
A cup of coffee, literally.
Not even. It didn't even get the cup of coffee because she came out and then she just went right back to the other gimmick. They went through all that hype and all that bullshit, and then she just went back to the regular gimmick anyway. It didn't matter.
Right.
And then she was released like a few months after it anyway. But
and then the other one, they're like really underutilized. I mean, they're underutilizing freaking Cross. They're underutilizing Carmella. I mean, they brought her back to being the Princess of Staten Island, but just.
Well, I think she apparently she's injured again. That's why she's injured.
Dolph Ziggler should not be in the company anymore because honestly, he should be in a higher tier, man. He should be in a higher tier.
Yeah, I'm sure I agree.
Dolph Ziggler has been in the company for a long fucking time. He was champion twice, and his reigns were not that good.
They both sucked.
He had really bad. Yeah, he didn't have good title reigns.
No, they're terrible, awful.
The first one was horrible. The second one, unfortunately, that concussion killed any chance of him having a great reign.
And they never gave him the title after that.
And they never did. Well, he was the NXT champion. That was
kind of cool. I like that.
Good. But the problem for me is he lost the title on Raw, not NXT. He lost it on Raw, not a pay-per-view, not an event. Since you wouldn't really call them pay-per-views anymore, special event or whatever the hell they call it.
Premium live events, as they like to call it.
Say that again?
Premium live events, as they like to call it, or PLE for short.
Whatever, yeah. He didn't lose it on the network, or UK still has WWE Network, by the way, but they never had the opportunity. Dolph Ziggler needs to tag with his brother in AEW because Ryan Nemeth is not really doing shit now.
Ryan Nemeth ain't that great. He's a nice guy. I met him on the cruise. Like, he was cool, but he wasn't. They're not doing anything with him. He's not that great.
Cesar Bonone is not. Cesar Bonone is wrestling a lot of indies. I mean, he's not.
Yeah, the wingmen ain't wrestling as much as they used to. Put it that way.
No, they're not, because there's too much talent there, and they're getting overlooked. Because unfortunately, they have better talent.
I mean, what did they do to? Well, that's kind of squashed now. They brought QT Marshall back in a big way, and that I don't know. That kind of got squashed.
Yeah, well, Wardlow won the belt back, so it doesn't matter unless they're doing something bigger with that. Who knows?
I think. I mean, Wardlow in a way did get his revenge on Solo, but I think he should have done it in an actual match.
Right.
He got his revenge by throwing him through the table. Do you think that Powerhouse Hobbs had his reign as TNT champion was cut too short? I think it was.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like they should have given more time to both. Like he won the belt, Wardlow, and then he dropped it right away.
Yeah,
They should have let, you know what I mean? Like, they should have let him have the run, and then with time have Hobbs, have that angle.
Wardlow is the third three-time TNT champion.
Yep.
Is it?
Yep.
Rhodes, Allen,
and Guevara.
and who?
Guevara.
Oh, right, Guevara runs.
They're all two times.
So he's the fourth.
Yeah.
Right. You're right. Guevara did win it 3 times. Okay, so he's the fourth. Moxley is like the only AEW heavyweight champion to have it over like 4 times. Well, Punk, that prick, had it what, twice?
Yeah, twice.
3. So Moxley had it like 4 or 5 times, right?
I think 4.
No other wrestler in AEW has had it more than once.
No.
Other than Prick.
Punk and Moxley, the only 2.
Yeah. Other than, Prick and I don't. What he did in that, was it Double or Nothing? I don't care. What he did to me, I lose a lot of respect for him.
The GOAT right here. The
GOAT.
He turned that locker room. He made the locker room toxic.
He did nothing, I'm sure.
Because heaven forbid, if he doesn't get his way. Because heaven forbid, if he doesn't get his way.
I'm pretty sure, from like what you're seeing on the All Access show.
Right.
And what things I've heard. I think Thunder Rosa was that for the women's division.
She was an ungrateful bitch who didn't want to do anything.
I heard.
I disagree. She made amends. They've made amends. She's at least attempted to make amends, and they've made amends.
I heard that she injured Jamie Hayter and then ran into ran and hid from her. So that was, I mean, it's
unfortunately,
a rumor.
Injuries happen. Hell, Jamie Hayter the night she won the time for Tony Storm injured Tony Storm. So
no, I'm just saying it's a rumor that I heard. I don't know. It doesn't sound real to me, but again, fans spewing shit. But
fans twitch shit. That's what they do.
I wonder if the beef between Rosa and Baker is like legit outside of storyline.
Yeah, I don't know.
All Access made it seem that way. But then again, reality TV is reality TV.
It's exaggerated TV. Come on. Everybody knows that.
I love what they're doing, though, with the All Access.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
I do agree, though. Like, you haven't seen Ty Mello really do a lot lately, and now they're putting Anna Jay, in a rivalry. But you think about it. Do you think they took an opportunity away from the women of JAS with including the Outcasts? But then again, the Outcasts are involved in a storyline with Baker, and it would have
Yeah,
probably
but unfortunately, problem was they both got hurt in that street fight though. That street fight they had with Willow and Ruby, they both got hurt in that match, especially Anna.
well, Anna's back.
Oh yeah, I know she's back. I'm just saying at the time she got hurt. That crack ribs are nothing to play with.
If you're doing a street fight match, yeah, you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah. I mean, look at John Moxley. He bleeds every one of them.
It's just a degenerate.
Is Adam Page injured right now?
I don't think so.
Because or is he off TV?
I think he's just selling what happened with his eye.
Screwdriver injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I think it's just I think he's actually injured. He probably took a few weeks off.
I like that. What's his name is now a part of the storyline.
Danielson.
No, the Japanese dude.
Oh, Takeshita.
Esther.
Yeah.
Yes, I like him. I like him. He's pretty good.
I really thought, or maybe they're still going to do it. I thought that Don Callis was going to side with the Combat Club.
I think he still is.
I don't, because Don Callis, I can't see as a face manager.
He's not. He's not a babyface.
He's not.
The closest thing he ever was to a babyface was when he was doing the commentary in New Japan in Impact.
And yeah, being the president of Impact until Kenny, he did the turn with Kenny Omega.
Right.
He was being like babyface Don, but now I don't see him. He's not believable to me managing the good guys. He is.
No, definitely not. No, he's not.
Even in WWE.
Nope.
WWF, whatever. He's always a bad guy.
Yeah.
He just has that charisma about him.
Right.
He just has that. Like Paul Heyman is a baby, same thing. Behind the scenes, they're probably like the greatest people on the planet, but for TV purposes.
The only time anybody's ever going to convince me that Paul Heyman is a good babyface is when they're advertising or promoting something for the old ECW. Then he's a babyface. Otherwise, he is not a babyface.
No.
If he's promoting ECW shit, he's a babyface. Otherwise, he's never a babyface. He never will be. No one will accept it.
I mean, he was a bad guy in the new EC, and he hated it too. Like he hated what they fired him because December to Dismember was a flop.
He was also miserable
because you only like promoted 2 matches of an entire pay-per-view. That was good, you promote 2 matches. All the other matches they were thrown together. Yeah, it was going to be a flop.
Was a good pay-per-view.
Vince McMahon should have just.
I mean, the beginning, the Hardy Boys Eminem match was good. The Extreme Chamber, it was decent. It wasn't the best chamber, but it wasn't the worst either. But in between was horrible.
I don't remember what's funny? Aside from those 2 matches, I don't even remember the card. That's how bad it was.
I don't remember the card either. But you know what? Had they just let Paul Heyman run ECW and Vince McMahon.
You know how Vince is. You know how like Vince is.
I know how Vince
is. On the highway, and with his yes man behind him, yeah, good luck overcoming that.
So where do we want to go, guys? I want to kind of.
I think we're kind of winding down, so I'm ready to put a pin in there. I think we've hit the key points tonight. What is Backlash? Just curiosity, I forget.
It's actually the draft weekend. The 6th is
so next week.
Yes.
So next week. Okay.
Because May 8th
Rod,
starts the new season, so May
Rod,
7th.
Chuck and I like verbally beat you up all the time, but without you, we would not remember half the shit.
That's true. I don't keep up like I usually do. I've been really bad lately. I've been busy. I haven't keeping up. I literally go to Rod for everything on wrestling right now because I don't know half the time.
Rod's wrestling mind, remembering names and matches
Is unmatched. It's unmatched.
I appreciate it. Gentlemen, I appreciate that. That means a lot to me coming from you two.
Well, I gotta tell you, like,
because we're two of your smart
like,
friends.
You may be like Brock Lesnar's #1 fan, but hey.
Yeah, definitely not. I do.
Rod loves Brock Lesnar.
That asshole.
John Cena, the president of the John Cena fan club, but
okay, that's better. See, now that's better.
But yeah, dude, like without you on this doing this with us, we would like forget a lot of shit.
And not only that, but it just wouldn't be as entertaining.
Yeah, true.
We agree too much. Rod disagrees with us. That's what makes it great. I hate watching talk shows where everybody agrees with each other. That's so fun.
Well,
remember the Frank and Dennis podcast they used to do?
What?
Chuck knows what I'm talking about. The Frank and Dennis podcast they used to do.
Oh yeah.
What the hell is that?
They used to. All they did was agree with each other the whole time.
So Frank, who we had on the show that one time, Frank the Tank, and our friend Dennis, they had a podcast and they would talk wrestling like this, but they agreed on everything.
Wait, is this the Frank that
the first Frank we had on? Yes.
Yep.
Oh, they agreed on everything. Why the hell would you want to watch someone who has an issue with specific types of wrestlers?
Again, to each his own. I don't touch that one. But the point of what Rod was that
I was just saying
they had a podcast
those two
and they
had
didn't.
One day agree with each other. Like, that's why their podcast was exactly that good because it was just them agreeing on everything.
It was funny to listen to them because they're funny guys and like I like them. They're my friends, but like, but they didn't have this. Like Rod. That's why when I realize that you have the same passion for wrestling I do in a different respect, it works. And Jay brings it out for both of us. His opinions are a little bit different than ours. It makes it great.
But to do what he did, putting down amazing.
Yeah, that was right. That was wrong.
No, that wasn't right. No, that was uncalled for.
Sonny Kiss. No, fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him.
That's to each his own, dude. Yes.
Fuck him, because that right there is wrong, man.
No, that wasn't cool. I agree with you.
I don't care what I don't care who you are. If you can wrestle, you fucking deserve to male, female, non-binary, whatever.
I agree. Look, I'm the biggest LGBT supporter in the world. I get it.
Whatever you choose, LGBT. Say it because I don't want to mess it up.
The LGBTQ plus community, I support them. I respect them. Whatever you want to do, live your life. Enjoy it.
Well, Anthony Bowens, Fred Rosser, fucking amazing wrestlers. They're all great people.
Right?
So don't fucking talk shit about them.
Right.
And that is my fucking problem right there. And I am not afraid to address it.
That's fine.
Pissed me off because Nyla Rose may not be on TV as much as she has been, but she is a big part of why that AEW roster.
Right. You realize she has more wins than anybody in that entire division as a female?
Yeah, I believe that.
Incredible female wrestler Nyla Rose is.
Like if you were doing the pillars for AEW female wise, she would definitely be one of them.
She is.
She is. I mean, she is a pillar. She's a pillar. Oh, God damn. I hope they don't make what's her name a pillar. Because she hasn't been on TV.
Rio's a pillar, whether you like her or not.
Rio.
I would
Fuck you,
say Rio,
Jamie
Ray,
Hayter.
Statlander, and Nyla Rose.
Where the fuck has Chris Statlander been?
She's still injured, isn't
Injured.
she?
Yeah.
She's another one who can't stay healthy. I feel
Jamie
bad.
Hayter to me is a pillar because Jamie Hayter.
No. She hasn't been there that long to consider her a pillar.
She was there.
I would put Sheeta ahead of her on that.
I like Sheeta.
You know what? I'm replacing what you said with Sheeta because Sheeta has been there long enough. I don't care if that disgrace was the first women's champion.
Oh, here we
Nyla
go.
Rose
Here we go. Still mad over getting taken out on that date, I see.
should have been the first women's champion. Nyla
Hater.
Rose did not get the opportunity to really be champion because of the pandemic. She barely held on to the title, and she's a monster heel of a woman wrestler. Fucking great at what she does.
Right.
You know, outside of that, fucking talented. She fucking did was it X-Men comic? She did a fucking comic book.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you want to shit on Nyla Rose? You wanna talk shit about her on a fucking sign in the crowd? Yeah, you deserve to get kicked out, you piece of shit.
Right? Oh, yeah. And I'm glad that you did, too.
Don't put, because someone is different and because she's a fucking, to me, woman's wrestler. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Yeah. She identifies as a woman. She's a woman. Fuck it.
Fuck
Enough of this crap, man.
Look at Sunny Kiss. You know,
You know what's messed up too? These are the same people that probably try to tell you they'd rather watch Eva Marie wrestle than Nyla Rose. These are probably the same people who probably say that nonsense.
That's fucking stupid because Eva Marie can't fucking wrestle. Nyla Rose wrestled in fucking Japan. Sunny Kiss does some of the best moves. I don't
No
think
homo. Sunny Kiss has one of the nicest asses in wrestling.
That's true.
No homo.
That.
I know he identifies. I know
like,
Sunny Kiss identifies more as female now.
Too, like,
but to me, like,
outside of maybe RVD, Sunny Kiss is like one of the most flexible wrestlers I think I've ever seen.
Probably, and has a very nice ass. No homo. That's a nice ass.
Yeah, I mean, Sunny Kiss. Right now, Sunny Kiss is kind of in a weird position because the team that Sunny Kiss is a part of is, I don't know, it's kind of together but not together since Daivari is kind of weird.
So the main thing I love about the Trustbusters is that theme song. That theme song is freaking epic, man. I love that theme song.
It's fucking great.
I love that theme song.
Mikey Ruckus channeled fucking Jane's Addiction.
Yeah, he did.
Mikey Ruckus channeled Jane's Addiction.
Yes, he did.
I mean, Sunny Kiss may not be as utilized, but Sunny Kiss can fucking wrestle.
He can, or she can. They can. Let's call it they. They can wrestle.
I'll say they can.
No, no. I try to respect the pronouns, and I know Sunny Kiss identifies as non-binary. They go more towards the female end of things nowadays, from what I've been reading. But I think they still fits for Sunny Kiss.
Again, you know, instead of, you know, Sunny Kiss is still technically in the. Would you say Sunny Kiss is still in the men's division?
Yes.
Sunny Kiss wrestles men. I've never seen Sunny Kiss wrestle women in AEW.
No.
I don't see why Sunny Kiss couldn't.
I agree.
I think Sunny Kiss would have some great matches with the women of
I do too.
This freeze?
I think part of it's their size. I think it's
you bringing up that person's name just fired me up.
I apologize. We didn't mean to bring it up. I was trying to explain to you who we were talking about.
Yeah, like we were trying to, what's the name? Like give an example of people having podcasts who agree. too much.
Right. I get it. They agree too much, but when you mention the name, it always gives me a sore subject because you're
No,
being
I get you. No, you ain't right to be upset. I got
ignorant.
knock you.
It's
You ain't right
ignorant.
to it.
Ignorant.
I agree.
No, it
I
is. It's
100%
short-sighted. I agree. That's why normally he's a friend of mine, but I don't talk like political things like that with him because of that reason. Because I know he has those opinions, so I've learned with him not to touch those subjects. He's a good friend, but I don't touch those subjects with him for that reason.
Whatever, I mean, hell, whatever gender you choose, if you're fucking talented in the field you're in,
That
that's what
shouldn't matter.
that's
That's
the
that.
big deal. Like,
Well, that's what should matter at that point.
that's what should matter, man. That's what should matter.
Exactly. I agree.
You fucking
But
put in the work that all of these people put in.
right.
If you don't, and you're gonna talk shit, yeah, fuck you, because you cannot lace their fucking boots.
Probably not. No.
No.
No, you can't.
Anyway, all right,
No.
I'm done.
I think it's time to put a pin in on this one.
I'm putting a pin on it because I don't know, but
There's
that's
nothing
how
to
I
touch.
feel. Because I
Yeah.
feel,
All right.
What? What?
No, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
I was just gonna say I have a very strong opinion about that shit because
I get it.
I have a very strong opinion about that shit. That's all I'm saying. And
That's all you need to say. Sometimes
moving
that's all you
on.
need to say.
Moving on.
No, you're good. Sometimes that's all you
Yeah.
need to say. But on that note, gentlemen, it's been another fun, successful Attention Wrestling Disorder, episode 38. I think we're calling this one the assorted episode because we hit all spectrums today.
Yes, we did.
I don't know. It's like the typical because this is attention wrestling disorder. You're all over the place. I feel like we're we're ourselves. We're
That's what
fucking
we should be doing.
guys that are fucking diehard wrestling fans. And yeah, that's just to me, that's what
That's
it is.
That's all it should be.
Yep.
So
all right, gentlemen. With that being said, it's been fun, and as always, this stuff is just too sweet.